No baking book would be complete without a brownie recipe, and this one is a double chocolate brownie recipe. This one won't fail to disappoint the brownie lovers. We have a rich chocolate brownie studded with chocolate chips. Served warm, those chocolate chips turn into rivers of chocolate, or served at room temperature for an indulgent chocolatey snack. So we're going to start by lining our 20 centimeter or 8-inch square pan and preheating the oven. Then we need to melt some chocolate. So you can do this in a bain-marie with a saucepan with a centimeter of water in it, just simmering away to melt the chocolate, or in the microwave. So our chocolate is melting. So I'm adding the oil, my extra virgin olive oil, and my caster sugar. Followed by the milk. Then we're just whisking this mixture until it's glossy and looks like a ganache. So we have this chocolatey liquid, also adding vanilla extract. Now we can add our flour, our cocoa powder, the brown sugar, baking powder, and our fine sea salt. So just whisking this together until we get a nice smooth batter. This lovely, rich, glossy brownie batter. So now it's time to switch back to our spatula. I'm adding the lovely buttons of chocolate, chocolate calais, or just chopped chocolate. This is where we add the double chocolate in. These chips melt to create these rivers of chocolate that flow through your brownie when it's melted and warm. So they are optional. I mean, if you didn't have them, it wouldn't be a big deal. But just pouring this now into our tin. So now just gently spreading this across the tin. Should be pretty flat. I'm just going to get my palette knife and give it a gentle spread. Right, so now we're going into the oven for 20 minutes to start. So we know the brownie's done when it has puffed up. We've got some cracks around the edges, and you press it and it feels puffy. We don't want this to be springing back, but we don't want it to be like wet underneath. You could let this sit for 10 minutes before putting it on a wire rack. The other thing that some people do is when they want a perfect slab of neat, sharp brownie, is to actually use a palette knife and press down these edges while it's still hot and kind of compact the brownie so it's really nice and even. I don't really care. In fact, I like the edges, slightly more overcooked edges. Put this out onto a wire rack. I'm going to let this cool fully before portioning it up. It's better to actually chill it down in the fridge if you want very nice, neat portions, and then warm it up, reheat it as you like to serve it. So we've chilled our brownie. This is the best way to make sure that we get nice portions. So the edges are always going to have a little bit of crunchy and a little bit of soft. And that middle piece is going to be mostly soft. So I think a good mix of crunch, a bit of texture, and that gooey center is where you want to be at. So we get the best cuts when it's cold. And there we have it. I mean, this 20 centimeters or 8 inches gives us a brownie that has a cakey, crispy edge and a really soft and chewy center. When the chocolate chips are set and cold, it's just an extra bit of kind of crunchy, chunky chocolate. And when it's warm, this with a scoop of ice cream on top, that chocolate converts into these rivers that flow through the brownie. Look at this texture. I mean, it lives up to its name. It's the double chocolate brownie. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.